Hi, I'm your host, Karen Miranda. Welcome to Whispers from the Other Side. We are coming to you live from the local scene in Plymouth, Massachusetts. Our loved ones are gone but not forgotten, and just a thought away. And the lines are now open, so if you want to know anything about your loved ones that are on the other side, feel free to call. There's a number right there on the graphic. And our spirit reading, just feel free to call the station up. In the meantime, I have a special guest, Nanette.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. In the meantime, I'm going to be doing reading for her. Well, and just doing spiritual discussions and everything like that, and talk about a drawing I did for Nanette a while ago. And with the drawings, and I do want to touch base about blockage for a couple of minutes, if that's okay.
Sure.
When people want to hear from their loved ones so bad, it can be blocked. So you can block.
That's me.
And I know it because of, and I'll tell you that in a minute. But you can block it from coming through, or the deceased loved one might not even be ready to come through yet, and stuff like that from the other side. And sometimes they actually wait until the right person, the right medium, likes on the other side, so they might like the person that's doing the reading. Then go to that particular medium, which is kind of fascinating actually, and things like that. But so it was like or they're just at peace. They're at peace on the other side, and are they getting used to that new environment and things like that? So that's what's going on with the blockage thing and stuff like that.
How do you become unblocked?
You become unblocked. I distrusted. I'm a natural bond medium, so I never had that issue before. But so you just learn to trust, and stuff like that. Or that's when you go to see somebody who can say, what do I do to get unblocked? And things, what I'm saying? So that's how you become unblocked with everything. And, like I said, it just depends on the deceased loved one that you're looking for that comes through. They might not come through.
Right.
They might wait a while on the net. You know what I'm saying?
That.
So,
right.
And things like that. And then there's ones that will come through. And sometimes I call this person like you, the sitter, that comes for a reading. You might not want to hear from a particular person that's coming through.
But they'll come through.
They come through, and they come through. Then you have to back off, wait your turn. It just depends on your energy. And it's really kind of funny. A couple shows back, I was doing a show, and this can happen to you guys in the net. Sometimes I might be doing a reading for someone on the phone, but it could be for you. So just pay attention.
How would I know?
You would recognize the person that's coming through and the information that's coming through. Or if I'm doing a reading for Nanette, you guys at home might know who it is that's coming through from the other side too. And they have no time frame over there.
Do you know if the person's coming through for me or for the other one?
Usually I know when they're coming through for you. But if there's a phone call, sometimes the person on the phone won't understand the information that I'm giving them. And I'll have to say, okay, so, I'll back off, and then you might understand the information that is coming through from them. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that way it's like, okay, I can take that. Just let me know and I can start your reading, and I'll tell the caller, thank you very much for calling, and things like that. So that'll happen with them too. And sometimes, like, you guys see me doing stuff that's out of characteristic, like go into a blank moment. That's when Spirit's working with me as a medium, because I'm feeling their energy. And they let me feel how they were when they passed away, or how they were in life. And the hand talking, you guys see me all over the place with my hands. That's when Spirit is communicating with me. So what they do with me is automatic, whatever with my hands. So that's what that's all about too.
While I'm sitting here, is somebody going to come in?
Yeah, somebody's coming in. And I do have something very special I want to share, if that's okay with you, Nanette.
Yeah.
It was back in February, I was filming a show, and a little girl came on the paper for me. And I didn't know who it was. And the blockage thing with you, she wasn't ready to come through when, I met with you and stuff like that. And I said, she's blocked. She's got it totally blocked and stuff like that. Yes, if you understand that information that's coming through with me. So just recently, Nanette came to me for something with her granddaughter, and she said, can you help? And I said, if that's okay if I share, let me know if you want me to stop. So I said, yes, I'll definitely be happy to have, help her the best I can to share my knowledge of what I have for information. So I met with them upstairs, and all of a sudden I had to get my drawing paper out to draw this little girl that came on the paper for you. And she understood everything with the paper. And it was weird because sometimes they'll show themselves either healthy with me on the drawing or there'll be some kind of deformity. And that's exactly what your granddaughter did with me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just to let you know that. And I'm also seeing her, she's still around you, and you were wondering if she's still okay. And she's with, I'm feeling a grandmotherly vibration that's around you right now. I don't know if you knew your grandmother at all.
Oh, I did.
I
knew my great-grandmother.
Don't give me any information. Well, she's telling me she had a lot more wrinkles than you. Because when she was here, I had to tell you, she started transforming through you, which is called transfiguration. When the deceased loved one will go through the person to show it. I had more wrinkles, so I had to let you know she's all around you. Beautiful woman when she was young, very, it's like, love to wear the makeup though. You know what I'm saying? When she would go out and stuff like that, and especially the lipstick. I don't know if this is making sense to you or not, and things like that. And it's coming in like this because I'm feeling one of your mom or grandmother, somebody had breathing issues before they crossed over.
Yep.
Okay, so your grandmother, and she's like sitting there going.
It was my mother.
Okay, don't give me any information.
You asked.
See, there she goes, guys, giving me the information. That's what we call feeding the medium information.
Okay.
But I'm feeling the breathing issues with her. And I'm feeling lungs, too. Something about the lungs with your mother, too, because the lungs were all, you know what I'm talking about. I'm feeling cancer-related with your mom. So the cancer, and she's saying it just spread. If that's making sense. She was a very striking woman, by the way, your mother. She was beautiful. And I'm going to give this to you anyways, but I'm seeing a pair of dancing slippers or dancing around you, because she's still dancing around you, if that's making sense.
Yes,
and
time.
She was wondering, because you were still thinking about her, hoping that she was one of the people that would come through tonight. She is all around you. And you know what she's happy about? She's saying, she felt like she didn't give me enough care. When she was here, yes, if you understand, no, if you don't, where she was there above and beyond the call of duty.
Yes.
But she still don't think you did enough, you know what I'm saying?
It's always that way, I guess.
Yeah, and she's just so beautiful, and I love her. She had a beautiful smile.
Yeah.
And she was there, and she kept the house together. You know exactly what she's talking about, because they'll share their memories. So I'm going to stick with your mom for a little while, where she's starting to come through now, if that's okay with you. And she's like very independent, but she did help others with her friends and different things like that.
Everybody.
Yeah, and stuff like that. So, and don't give me any information. And she's saying, I'm learning not to do that so much anymore. But people said you're helping too many people, that are on the other side.
Can I ask you a question?
Wait a second.
Okay.
She's not learning to help people anymore and stuff like that. So you can ask me afterwards and stuff like that. But she's just saying, I couldn't fight the fight anymore with the body that I was in. And you would know exactly what. She floated up at one time with somebody, with a little bit of weight for the medication. So I'm glad you can understand that coming from her. Her hair did thin out and stuff like that, and she hated that. She was like in the mirror trying to cover, and she had beautiful hair, the color of like yours. You know what I'm saying? Because I see the resemblance with you with Mom. Mom's like right here.
Oh, my God.
Filling me in with the information, with what she did with you, too. And I do see other roses and flowers around your mom. And she liked the garden and everything like that. And she's saying she's funny, too. somebody killed him on me at one time. Somebody, like, didn't take care of him or something like that. Does that make sense? And stuff. And she was very upset about it. And she said, what did you do to my flowers? They're all, She's with your grandmother over there on the
Her
other
mother?
side. Your mom is with your grandmother? Your grandmother's on the other side, the one that had all the wrinkles and everything?
Yeah.
She's too comical. She was very colorful.
She was.
She was comical, very loud with the words.
Yep.
You know where I'm going. I can't say those on the air. I'm sorry. But she was very colorful. And I got to give this to you anyways. But somebody nicknamed you either Nanette or had a nickname. Does that make sense to you?
Somebody did.
Oh, thank you. That's on the other side. I was getting that all day.
Yeah.
And Nanette, I was talking to Cindy last night. I said, somebody's saying Nanette to me, not Nanette. So they're all around you with your pet name. Mm-hmm. And that would be what I call the clincher in the reading. To fill you in, it might be something, but to have a nickname, but then to give the nickname, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they're saying we're all around her. And Mom is being quite the hot ticket, though.
She always was.
Oh, but she kept everybody in line, too.
Yeah,
She didn't put up with any of the... She's being colorful. With you know what I'm talking about? With the crap. That's what I'm trying to say that. And she's sharing all her stories with me right now. So that's why he's coming in like that. But she's saying to me, tell my girl I'm doing wonderful.
Good.
And stuff like that. And I'm not sick anymore. Like we do here when we go over to the other side. And her mother was there to greet her when she passed away. Because somebody felt something in the room. Somebody felt like, when your mom was getting ready to go. I don't know if you guys were all there or not.
I missed it.
Yeah, and somebody felt something. And she's saying she's so glad, and stuff that you were there with her and held her hand and told stories and everything like that. Mm-hmm. And at one point, she came out and come out of like Tacoma, whatever state she was in, telling me, I loved you or something like that. Is that making sense to you? And then just drifted off to sleep afterwards.
Yeah, right.
And she said, but at one point, when they're getting ready to pass away, she said to me, I was listening in on the stories because you were talking about the stuff you used to do together. And sharing the fun things that you did, which is totally wonderful. I just talked about that on my last show. And you saw her write her life because that's how she was. But her faith, she had very strong faith and stuff like that, but in her own private way. Because she was very private, your mom, too, though. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm just so glad I don't need help with breathing anymore.
Yes.
Because the breathing with the oxygen and things like that, and I see that next to her bed and everything, she would get frustrated because she just didn't, it's not that I was being demanding with my care, but I'm going like this because there was something about she kept touching her face or something with the touching of the face.
Yeah, probably her hair.
Yeah, okay, I'm glad that's making sense because that's why I'm going, and that's why I said you guys will see me doing stuff that I don't know what I'm doing, so that's when, your mom is... She was doing that, and she said, I'm glad I have my head of hair back because that was bothering her more than anything.
Oh,
and
yeah.
She didn't, when she got confused, if that's making sense, she didn't like it. She didn't like that she couldn't.
She didn't like to be out of control.
No, she'd like to be of sound mind. You know what I'm talking about. But one of her messages is, thank you for letting me die with dignity and let me pass it home.
Yes, she did.
She's saying this for me to tell you that. Thank you for that. She really appreciated that. And not everybody would do that. You know what I'm saying? And she said to me, to tell you, this is why this is getting like this with my throat, too, because it was very hard for her, because getting dehydrated with stuff like that, so she couldn't drink anymore, and things. She's telling me to sit up straight, by the way. So I'm trying not to, because she was, you know what I'm saying, before she got bedridden. And that would make sense to you.
Yeah.
But she's telling me that, to tell you that, and she's being like this because she wanted to know she was looking in. And I do see rings with you, with her, your mom. I'm seeing. So thank you for the special cleanse. Thank you, Nanette. She has those on because when you put them on your fingers, she's extending that internal love from you from the other side. So thank you, and stuff like that. And I'm going to give this name to you anyways. I think I gave this to you before, but I'm feeling a rose or somebody with the rose. It could be a generation thing. You might have to go home and check. But I'm feeling like this name that, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And your name is off of somebody that's over there?
My name is what?
Your name? Were you named after somebody that's
No.
over there? Okay, because I'm going to have that person back off. But your mom is like thrilled about, she sees all the rings on your fingers.
Yeah, she's glad.
And I'm going to give this to you anyways because she's being quite comical. This song is an old-fashioned song. Rings on her fingers, bells on her toes.
Yeah.
She used to sing that to you. Was she ever married? Nobody really knows.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what she's saying to me too.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
stuff like that. But she's so happy that you got them. The right person you got the right person, got those. So you were supposed to get those from her.
Yes, I was.
And there was somebody else, I won't get personal, that was not happy, but you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly.
She was right on the ball with me.
Good.
And she was very proud of you for that. I know I taught her right a little bit with some things, but that's how she would talk to you when she was here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just like, I'm so glad I'm not confused anymore and coherent again. And I'm feeling a male that she missed very much.
Oh,
that she got caught. I'm feeling Dad.
Yeah.
Dad, you know, because one of them had a heart attack. Somebody had a man.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Do I tell you?
No. Not yet, okay. But somebody, is this your husband? Because I feel like, that had a heart attack. Yeah. He wasn't ready to come through when I saw you a couple of months ago.
Is he ready now?
He's ready to come through because he's saying, it was fast because my heart just closed right up when I passed away.
Yeah.
And my death came very unexpected.
Very.
You know, and she has a lot of people around her, so I'm going to, go with, you do miss him. You know, and you was the love of your life. He said, but he was private in his own way, too. You know what I'm saying? Because he good looking, you know, and stuff like that. Had a beautiful dark brown hair. Very
almost black, yeah.
And don't give me any information, brown eyes. And it was like tall in stature, but not a real tall. You know what I'm saying? Because not like the average height.
Right.
He came up just a little taller than you.
Yep.
Does that make sense? Because he's over here, mom's over here, and your grandmother's being in the back.
Oh, my goodness.
And the little girl's with you, your niece, you know what I'm saying? Your granddaughter.
Granddaughter.
Yeah. Because it's coming in like this because they're confused. Your husband is so funny.
Oh.
You know, you miss the hugs, he's saying. She misses those hugs and loves that I used to give her all the time. He's sending those hugs to you. And he's happy he doesn't have to wear suits, if that makes sense to you.
Oh, yes.
Because he hated wearing them.
Yep.
And I had to tell you, thank you for the special piece of evidence, which, you know, makes a big validation for you with him. He's out raising Cain when he was younger.
For sure,
he loved to raise Cain. I'm seeing a little bit cards with somebody. I know that's common, but sometimes I see someone playing cards. I know it's not him, but I do see somebody. Right. I'm going to ask you to back off. But your husband's she's been waiting for me to come through.
Yes, I've
and
been
stuff
waiting
like that.
Waiting.
And this is why he's coming in like this, because it's still like not bunches of, but little bits. I see a wedding band with him too. There's his wedding band still here, or I see a wedding band. I have to give that to you with the man, with somebody. I don't know if it was your granddad or someone's wedding band, but
on my husband.
With your husband, just take the wedding band with you with one of the men. If you think about it when you get home, but somebody does have that still, and I have to give that to you.
Oh.
If that's making sense right now, if not, but that's okay. But your husband said, I'm still with her, but you were talking to him just the other day. Why haven't you come through yet? And he's looked into the conversation. You were a little upset, teary-eyed and everything like that. Right. And he said, I just wasn't ready. Because I was
He wasn't ready?
He wasn't ready to come through yet because he was adjusting to his new environment. Oh, and giving a couple of them over there a good swift kick in the butt, if that would make sense with your husband.
Yeah.
And he said, my knees are okay. My knees are not, you know what I'm saying? He was a hard worker.
He was.
He was a very hard worker. He's learned to lighten up with the workload. I'm got to give this to you anyways, but there's a certain song that you guys liked.
Yes.
And that you like to dance to.
Yes.
And I don't know the name of it, but I'm going to give you a song. I'm getting, it's like tie a little ribbon around the old oak tree or something like that. If that's somebody, could be somebody else, but that's just
But there was a song.
yeah, and so that could be like a love song.
Mm-hmm.
That was very special, so that's why that's coming in like that with me, because it's interpretation with them. Hi, I'm seeing them like starting to form like right over there.
He's over here.
Yeah, he's over here, and sometimes the energies are starting to build up when I'm doing readings in the studios, so he's like right over there. But there's somebody over there, I don't know if it was you and your husband, but I have to give the anniversary waltz. There's an anniversary waltz that somebody used to, does that make sense to you? Like an anniversary waltz or something really special with that, if that's from your husband. I had to give that to you because that's a special place. He's all around you. He was very kind and very nurturing, but in his own way, and he was very personal.
He was.
That's why his energy didn't come in. He didn't come in right away because of him being quiet. You know,
he was quiet.
He was very quiet, but very proud man.
Yes.
And I do see somebody that served in the service for you. That's on the other side. There was a military man that's in the studio with me right now, but I have to put it out there anyways.
Okay.
And stuff like that. But
I understand.
oh, you understand about the military and stuff? So I'm saluting you. I'm trying to do it right like that. And then that salute with them with 4th of July coming, because 4th of July was very special with your family.
Yeah.
They're going to be around you. Just try not to be so blocked and try so hard, you know, and stuff like that. He said to me, she's wasting her time feeling sorry, you know, about my passing. And
I know it.
And that's why it's coming in like this with the personal stuff, if that's okay with you, that I'm sharing with everybody at home too, because that's what he's doing right now, you know, and stuff like that, being very personal, very private. And he wasn't ready to come through yet. I know I'm going back to that, but that's how he was, because he said, I want to tell her this.
You know why he's not ready?
Well, he's ready now, but that's why he's coming in now with you. I don't know why he wasn't ready before, but maybe, again, it goes back to what I was talking about at the beginning of the show, not being ready. Well, he was private and everything like that, and he believed, but it was like, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, and he was very strong, but he was very private with, you know, very private with, you know, stuff and everything like that. With the breath, I was not in any pain.
Oh, good.
When he passed away, you needed to hear that, because his passing was fast due to his heart.
Yes.
And there was nothing that could be done for him when he passed away.
Right.
You know, and stuff like that. So I just had to give that to you as well, you know, and stuff like that. He said, the reason why he said about wasting your time, I want her to celebrate my life, not my passing.
Yeah.
And you're a good, kind soul, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And it's been very tough for you with him, with the passing away, because you're very private yourself, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh my God. He was like sitting there saying to me, I'm ready. But that's how he was in life. He says, you know, you go after what you want to go after.
Yeah.
But that's what he would say when he was here. That's why he's sharing that with me, his memories. Go after what you want to do with your life, and go after it. And don't let anyone or anybody stop you from doing that. But that's what he used to say when he used to talk to him privately.
Oh.
And that would make a whole lot of sense to you.
Yes, it would.
I don't know if this is still your husband or not, but I see somebody enjoying the sports.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's just sports, and he's been really funny. He said, you know, it's wonderful because he gets to enjoy them now, and he doesn't have to worry about being out in the rain or cold or something, because there was one time when he went to some kind of a sports thing when it was raining out and stuff like that.
Lots of them, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. There he goes again for the validation of that. Because I talked about validation in my last show that I did not hear, but somewhere else. And if people like to know, you know what I'm saying? And I just love him because he just won't stop smiling, you know, and stuff like that.
That was him.
And you missed him. He was a romantic, too.
Yeah.
Very romantic fellow, you know, and stuff like that. Loved to bring you the roses.
Oh,
He
yes.
loved to bring, and he loved the red ones, and
Yes,
you know,
the
especially
red
those
ones,
ones, and the
yes.
Valentine's Day and everything, and
Yes.
stuff like that. And so that's why I had to give that to you again. But I'm like sitting
Big
going,
ones.
shh, don't give me any information. But he was like that, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, I was a romantic. She knows it too,
Yeah.
you know, and things like that. And I just said, she needs to know I'm at peace.
Mhm.
And that was what you needed to hear. But she did the best she could do. And she was there for me too. And I've been holding hands with him when he passed away.
Yes.
Yes, and she said, everybody was looking on because when it went so fast like that, they go out of their body, they cross right over to heaven and go out of their spiritual, from
Right
the physical bodies. Our bodies shred from this life to the afterlife and stuff like that. So, but you felt something too. And he said, I saw her holding my hand saying, I love you. And rubbing his hand like this, too, at the same time. And I'm glad you can understand that because he's telling me everything that you did just before he passed away, too, right now with me. He's saying to say that with you, to you, actually, because the talking, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about with somebody over there trying to get the words out, and they work. So that's why it's coming in like that with me right now. I'm going to start a little drawing, but he said, I tried to give her the signs, but she wasn't paying attention. And you know exactly what he's talking about with electricity. There was something about the electricity where you live, or something was going on with electricity, and you wondered if it was him or not, but you questioned it.
Yep, I always do.
Oh, yeah, and he said, that's trust. Trust what you're getting, trust what you're seeing and hearing and feeling.
And know what it is?
Yeah, and know what it is, because he was like, just so happy that he was finally able to get the message across to you, to go on and to be happy. I'm seeing one medal. I'm seeing one medal. I don't know if I'm still with you or not, with somebody that was in the service. Only one. If I'm not with you, it might be for someone else.
It might be someone else.
Yeah, so I'm going to ask them to back off. The little girl is just so thrilled to come through because she's with your husband.
The little girl?
The little girl is with your husband.
My granddaughter?
Your granddaughter.
Oh.
She's not by herself.
Oh.
And she's saying to me, you know, I'm with Pa or Papa or something like. Does that make sense with what they used to call your husband? Papa, I'm going like that with the P's with them. So thank you. And that's another piece of special evidence in your reading. And so I'm with him. And we're here eating pastries and everything like we used to when we were we were there on the airplane. We're enjoying ourselves, you know, and stuff like that. And the little girl, and somebody's collecting seashells and made stuff with their hands with the shells.
Somebody did.
Somebody did. That's over on the other side. And stuff like that. They did. And I'm feeling a female with that. With that. I'm glad that's making sense. They're doing it now.
Really?
But they're happy that they can get it all done. You know what I'm saying? Because they used to glue it on or whatever.
Oh,
and that would make sense. I'm feeling a grandmother or mother, would do that. But she made some beautiful stuff. And somebody still has some of that seashell stuff. If that's making sense to you.
It is.
And I'm glad because your mother is saying when you pick up a conch shell, you hear the tide go in and out.
Yeah.
That's like my love is going in and out to you with like the sea in and out. So when you get a conch shell,
always do it.
Say thank you. But they're all around you in a loving way. And I'm going to draw the woman that I have on the piece of paper. Now, sometimes, like I said, the art can be different and things like that. But I thank you so much because your husband was so funny.
He is funny.
He was quite the comical jokester, actually, and prankster, too, and stuff like that, because his personality's coming in. I've been there all along with her. She just didn't pay attention. But why should that change? You know, I'm going when I'm over here. You know what I'm saying? I have a woman that had long dark hair. That's around me tonight in spirit. It's the same color as you, but as she aged, it got cut shorter.
That's me.
Huh?
No? Is that me?
No, it's not you, but I do have a woman here that has curls in the hair. I'm feeling like a woman that
has passed?
Huh? That passed away, yes. And they had hair like the old style haircut, cut short to the head with the bangs going like that. You know what I'm talking about?
It could be.
Yeah, like I'm gonna draw the best I can. The hair's going like this, okay? And thank you so much for sharing your family with me.
You're welcome.
Oh, and the roses. The
roses?
Yeah, the roses. Again, that's why he's going like that. I tried to tell her a couple of months ago, but she was blocked from it all. Really blocked from everything that was coming through.
Can you talk to him?
I can just relay the messages.
That I'm trying hard.
Oh, yeah, he saw you crying.
Yeah.
He could see me. That's why he told me that at the beginning, about you crying and not to be so sad. He wants to give you a kick in the butt.
Yeah.
Because that's how he was when he was here. Big eyes with this woman, okay?
Oh, yes. Oh, I know who that is, yes.
It's starting to come in like this.
Yep.
If I can show everybody at home. And I'm going to finish. I'm going to get her in I'm going to get her in so that way.
Exactly who it is.
And I've got to get the lighter pen because her eyes will lighter. Thank you for sharing, everybody. But they wanted you to know that they're at peace.
Good.
That's what they really want to know and tell you.
Isn't everybody on the other side finally at peace?
Yeah. And stuff like that. And they're all healed. Like if you die of something, like a deformity, I've got it shown to me, so many times. I'm all healed. I'm all whole. I'm healthy.
Yes, I know who that is.
This is the eyebrows, okay? Longer nose, okay? And she kind of has a nose like yours, a little bit, she's telling me, okay? If that's making sense. Good, I don't know. You got to shut it off. Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, just ignore it. Just ignore it. But this is who I have.
Are you ever going to ask me who it is?
Yeah, I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
At the end when I'm done.
All right.
Do you understand who this is?
Yeah, I understand.
And she has a necklace on.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So I'm giving a heart, putting a heart on the necklace, if that's making sense to you. So I got to go like this. I got to remember to turn my phone off. That was my fault. And I'm doing it like this with the heart. It's coming on the paper like that. A little bit rounded in the face.
Yeah.
But somebody different. And I'm going to give this name to you anyways. I'm feeling a Mary that's around you. I'm getting Mary. I'm putting up there, guys. If anyone can understand a woman named Mary, feel free to call. Just got to get this in. And now you can, they're all backed off, so if you have any questions you want to ask me, now it's okay to share. But I don't like to have any wait till I'm done with the drawing. But I don't like to have any information. I'm just going up like that with the thingies, you know what I'm talking about. I don't want any wrinkles, she's telling me, though.
Yeah, don't put any wrinkles. Well, yep.
My hand's not shaking anymore, she's saying. It's not shaking at all.
Oh, good.
Like that with the hair, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just gotta get this in. It's very klutzy, but she's not klutzy anymore. That would make sense.
Oh.
I'm just getting her lipstick in better.
Oh, yeah. She's coming alive.
Yeah. Do you know who it is?
I do.
I'm going to show everybody at home. And this is what they start doing with me. That's why I have to sketch when they,
Okay.
And now you can share the information with me. I don't like to know anything. And I had no prior knowledge, guys, of these drawings or any information that I gave Nanette tonight on the show.
You want me to tell you who it is? That's my sister.
Oh, and she's passed?
Yes. She had beautiful, long brown hair.
And I said that about the long hair.
And then she cut it shorter and shorter.
Yeah, and shorter, and she aged, so that all makes sense.
But she had no wrinkles because she died young.
Yeah, so thank you for sharing that with me. And She's all around you, sending that love. And a happy birthday. Happy birthday towards the month of August. I'm getting with somebody that's over there on the other side.
Yep.
Okay, yep, that's over there, that's not here. Celebrate my life, share my memories, do my favorite treats that I liked. Don't sit there and pout and don't cry, as your husband said.
Don't cry. It's easier said than done.
But yeah, she said, yeah, I'm glad I got my long hair back.
Oh.
And I'm going to go like this because this is interpretation. Somebody like bugs, somebody young like bugs, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going like this with the spider, making that noise because I'm feeling your niece. You know, like the critters, but she did like spiders too.
You want me to tell you?
You can tell me after.
Okay.
But if you have anything else to share, you got to share now because we're okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have nothing else. Everything was good. I don't know what to say. It was.
That's okay. It's not me. I'm just the person in between the veil, delivering the messages from your loved one. If things didn't come in clear, sometimes it's just because when I have so many people I'm working with, that's why it'll come in like that at first.
It was really good.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing everybody with me. And with the 4th of July celebration coming up, if you guys have a little want too many, please give your keys to a friend and don't drink and drive before you hurt yourself in the process or a loved, yourself too. You know what I'm saying? Because if you forget, I know I remind people all the time, especially with the holidays coming up, celebrating our country's birthday and all that good stuff. And you can always take a taxi or an Uber if you know.
That's right.
And stuff like that. So, But and lots of love and light to everybody at home. And I want to thank Nanette for sharing all that wonderful family.
Thank you for
they're all
having
around
me
you. It was
here.
lighting up in the studio with the energies. When I see energy like that, they're starting to come in.
Oh.
And they're starting to form the best they can to get the messages across to you.
Awesome.
So that's what that's about, too.
So I got to be more aware.
Yeah, and you got to be more aware of like signs, signals, songs, even numbers. A friend asked me a while ago, not too long ago actually, what about numbers? When you see numbers, repetition, they could have a special meaning to them. Like in my world, 7s are very spiritual. It could be angels around you. And the number 8s are very spiritual.
What about
too.
555?
Oh, 555 is funny. You should mention. I'll tell you after about the 5. But 555 it could have a meaning to. You know what I'm saying? As well. It depends on how the numbers come in. You know what I'm saying? With numbers that way, and it just depends on what they're giving you with numbers and everything like that.
Right.
But just for the general numbers, those are what they mean. And repetition. Pay attention.
Pay attention.
Yeah. And thank you so much for sharing, everybody.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure to be here.
I feel very honored to be able to share your loved ones with me. Very, very honored and blessed. To me, it's a gift. It's not about I, me. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to tell you that.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. And our loved ones are gone, but not forgotten. And just a thought away.
Just a thought away.
Until next time.